Ahoy there mates, it's Steve the Pirate here and welcome back to some more Forza Horizon 4 content, where in this video I'm going to discuss what Forza Horizon 4 players hate about Forza Horizon 4. I posted this question about a week ago: what do you hate about Forza Horizon 4? Top comments to feature in an upcoming video. Now there's only 39 comments, I thought I'd get a lot more than that, so I'm going to go through all 39. But before I jump into those comments, I'm going to discuss what the Forza Horizon 4 known issues actually are. And I'd just like to say, before I go into all the hate, I am a fan of Forza Horizon 4, I really am. I'm a fan of the Forza Horizon 4 community. You guys are absolutely amazing, you guys are awesome. I just think we need to go through what the problems are. This game has been out more than a year and there are still issues that are really winding us up. So here on support.forzamotorsport.net are the Forza Horizon 4 known issues. The unresolved ones for Series 17 are: Pacifist achievement is not unlocking for some players, Heads Up achievement is not unlocking for some players, 1998 Toyota Supra RZ, some upgraded spoilers do not move with the trunk in Forza Vista, 1998 Toyota Supra RZ exhaust is missing texture when using some bumpers, 1998 Toyota Supra RZ wheel angle is not updated after upgrading drift suspension. Some players are not able to post new rival leaderboard scores in some events. Some players will see a number notification such as 1 on the festival playlist from Series 17 if they already had the classic race suit. And then Eliminator, some players are not able to pick an upgrade after winning a head-to-head when using a custom keyboard layout. Cross-platform, we have engine audio does not change gear in replay mode. Influence earned from mixer streams may not immediately appear in-game. Treasure hunt location will not spawn if you have notifications turned off. Now we have to turn notifications on to actually have the treasure hunt location spawn. Cars not showing in garage but showing owned in the auto show. Late Lodge House ownership resetting, this has been going on from launch. Audio loss except during cinematics, something else that's been going on since launch. Audio loss after resuming Forza Horizon 4 from connected standby. Audio loss of in-game voice chat. Unable to join or create clubs. Seasonal championships show completed during new season if completed during a previous season. Progression bar not disappearing after level up. Some story completion achievements are being completed erroneously. Some players will see a number notification such as one on the festival playlist from Series 11, 15, 16 or 17 if they already own the reward clothing item. See, this has been going on since Series 11, so this has been going on for 6 months and it's still not fixed. 1994 Nissan Silvia K's fog light on the C West aftermarket front bumper lights up while braking. 2003 Ferrari 360 Challenge Stradale headlights radiosity intensifies while braking. 2015 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat brake calipers clipping with aftermarket Weld Racing Alumaster beadlock rims on front wheels. 2017 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 loses horsepower when equipped with twin turbo. 1969 Lola number 6 pence Sunoco T70 Mark 3B aero sliders in the tuning menu cannot be adjusted. The rewind option occasionally does not trigger. That is one of the worst ones for me. That is absolutely ridiculous. This has been going on since launch. It's pathetic. There's quite a lot of seasonal championships where the rewind does not work. Some players may receive a too many saves error message. Some players will see houses missing from the world map. I've never experienced that myself. Searching for the 2018 Ford F-150 pre-runner Liberty design truck on the auction house may display an error message. 2018 Ford F-150 pre-runner Liberty design truck may clip through the road. That's just not the F-150, that happens to quite a lot of cars. The Audi Sport Quattro granted from Tier 3 upgrade heroes cannot be removed from the garage. This car can be sold on the auction house. The Mudslinger Daily Challenge for Autumn Series 15 requires the completion of 2 point-to-point cross-country events instead of any 2 cross-country events. Chapter 4 of the Summer Weekly Forzathon Challenge for Series 16 says to complete the Colossus event when it should say the Goliath event in German. There's loads of translation issues in this game when it comes to other languages. It's not good and it's something that they can't easily fix, I've been told. Ranked team adventure points are not being saved for some players. Awesome. Xbox One audio. There are audio hitches that occur throughout the title. These are extremely brief periods of silence. I experience long periods of silence. Game fails to launch when region and language are changed after install. The workaround for this is to reinstall the title. Great, so instead of Playground Games actually fixing the game, they want you to delete it and reinstall it. Playing the game while installing causes multiple severe performance issues. Yeah, don't we know it. Excessive loading times when syncing data from previous Forza titles. Their excuse for this is where that title had a large save game. That shouldn't matter. PC players may experience stability and graphical issues with Nvidia drivers. Awesome. Driveline and some lighting bloom effects may flicker with Nvidia graphics hardware. Initial load times from the title's screen may be slightly longer than expected. Maybe. Terrain looks blurry. Realtek HD Audio Manager cuts sound to the game. If earphones are plugged in during gameplay. What? Game may not boot with the following virus checkers. Loss of audio and instability if removed headphones during boot flow. If Forza Horizon 4 is disabled from being a background app, it may crash or hang when suspending and resuming. Awesome, you PC guys, you've got it made. Audio corruption when default playback is set to 24-bit. If player has disable all sound effects or similar ticked-in sound options, the game might be silent or crash. Mouse and keyboard. When setting a custom keyboard profile, changing one of a certain group of keybinds causes all the actions in the group to become unbound. That's just what you want. Nvidia. Hard lock when using driver version 411.63. You've got to roll back your driver to fix the issue. Crashing when hitting a speed zone. Please roll back to Windows version 1809. So instead of them updating the game, you've got to roll back your PC. Some graphics settings are not saved after closing the game. And we'll discuss some of the wheel issues just for you wheel users out there. Phonetic Club Sport V2 wheel FFB is not initialized when wheel is in GIP mode. Workaround is to not run the wheel in Xbox mode while on PC. Why not have a warning that pops up on screen? Mad Catz Pro. Force feedback and vibration are lost after alt-tabbing or minimizing. Once again, have a notification that pops up on screen. Launching the title with a pad and then turning on the wheel results in pad settings being applied. Please launch the game with the wheel only. So over a week ago I posted this question: what do you hate about Forza Horizon 4? Top comments to feature in an upcoming video. I'm going to go through all 39 comments. Yay. Now don't get me wrong, I do not hate Forza Horizon 4. These are just issues that everybody's been banging on about for a long time and Playground Games have either ignored or not heard. More like not listened. So first we have Captain Tom 14. 1. The ridiculous loading times. Totally agree. 2. The confusing menu system. It took some time to get used to, but I'm used to it now. 3. No DeLorean yet. Wink. But I do love the game. I love the game. But these issues have been going on for far too long, considering the game's been out over a year. The DeLorean, obviously that's going to be down to licensing issues. Marcy 2200, the stupid emotes and clothing in WHEELSPINS, free roam rush and connecting multiplayer can be the biggest pain in the arse sometimes. Totally agree. Emotes and clothing should not have been in this game at all. There are some players out there that actually love them, but I just think it's a complete waste of time in a racing game of this caliber. In a Forza game, what do we need emotes and clothing for? Toads on Ice says no indicators. There's someone in my community, one of my moderators, that would 100% agree with you there. Soaring Arc 208 says I hate how Forza Horizon 4 whenever you rewind it freezes your game too much. Also when you have VIP and it says a weekly super wheel spin, I don't get them. Derek V says I want my GMC Cyclone back. Oh, and bring back the car meet. Car meet being one of those that was in Forza Horizon 3 that didn't make it over to Forza Horizon 4. Not only that, but I miss bucket list blueprints. Do you miss bucket list blueprints from Forza Horizon 3? I do. Can you imagine how much fun we'd have setting bucket list blueprints on Forza Horizon 4? YRN says really don't hate it, but the car sounds and the lack of engine swap options. LC Cubing says the game is pretty much dead. All that's bringing me back is the weekly cars, but for most of them I'm not interested in getting. And especially with Heat out now, I just have no reason to play it anymore. I come back on a Thursday. Thursday, Friday and Sunday, they're the days I'll play Forza Horizon 4. Every other day of the week, I'm not interested. As you say, I've lost interest. The only time I come back is to help out the awesome Forza community with the Forzathons and the weekly playlist. Other than that, I'm not interested. It's got like that with this game for me. Forza Horizon 4 only pulls me back on a Thursday. Is it the same for you? Is that how it is for you? Let me know in the comments below. Aidan Watkins says limits on the number of cars and tuning setups you can own. Very frustrating. Angel Agron, I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. I hate that the 4-rotor can't be turbocharged and that it sounds like a dentist drill. Paul Buckley, the way the car handling changes between free roam and racing. I'm glad there is someone out there that agrees with me. I have experienced this countless times on different live streams. Orestes Moschos, I'm really sorry if I got your name wrong, I'm really sorry. The fact that sometimes your seasonal events and PR stunts in festival playlists doesn't give you the cars or some wheel spins, etc. They need to fix some bugs because they have one of the best racing games in the world. They do, they have the best racing game in the world. Forza Horizon 3. That's my opinion. Forza Horizon 3 is still the best for me. YouTube CPA23 Gaming. When you're going 200 miles per hour plus and the ground can't even load in fast enough, so you all of a sudden come to a complete stop. How many of you out there have suffered from that? Nick Blundell says, people in the trial on your team ramming you off. Another thing that's pathetic, some people in the community are just pure poison. The Zedward Dog has been thinking about this one. I've been thinking about this. First off, I love the game despite its flaws. It's my go-to racing game mainly because of the handling physics, they're just right for me. What really pisses me off is the developers. These guys tell us at every opportunity that they're listening to the community and acting on it. Take 5 minutes and go and look at the list of known problems on the official page. A lot of these issues have been around for ages, they've not been fixed. Is that listening to your community, to your customers? Is it fork? Smiling winky face. We know they can make top games like Forza Horizon 3, so why aren't they? Forza is about milking the cash cow for 12 months and moving on to the next title. The Forza community is awesome, you guys are awesome, we deserve better, dog out. Absolutely spot on with that comment there. Copy Telly says it's a fantastic game, so only little things that don't actually matter. Do you work for Playground Games? I'm just kidding. Steve Anley, now let's start. Loading times, totally agree. AI doing rubber banding, yes, definitely, it's pathetic, especially on those seasonal championships. Same racers every week in playlist. I think that's just down to laziness. I think it's just easier for them to set up the playlist with the same old 3 racers for every championship. Big John SVT says, I don't know if it's only my Xbox One X or other people also had problems with this game freezing and or crashing. But it takes at least 2 to 3 times or more to get the game to start without freezing, crashing, and sometimes it freezes, crashes during gameplay. I think an internal external SSD would probably fix this problem. Right then, Big John SVT, this is my opinion on this. It might not be the same opinion as someone else, but this is my opinion. Why should you shell out extra money to get a game to work on a system that it was designed to work on? You have an Xbox One X. You have the best console out at the moment, and your game doesn't run on it. Do you think that's your console's fault or the game's fault? If it's every single game that keeps crashing at least 2 to 3 times, then yes, it's your Xbox. Sort your Xbox out. DZL Victor 343 Entre Inc. No Viper cars, fixed sound engines. There are Vipers in the game. Are you thinking there's not enough Vipers in the game? Blaze TV. I hate it when I drive my Sesto and I do over 350 kilometers per hour. The back goes under the road. It's not just the Sesto. It happens in quite a lot of cars. Abadi Fahad. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. I totally agree with Marcy 2200. I hate clothing and emotes. We don't need Fortnite bullshit in every game. Osama Diabat, I'm really sorry if I got your name wrong. Loading screen. I hate that they reload the rare cars that you have. Jacob Novak. No assistance for driving wheel. Submit a ticket. Francisco Yavaye Parga, I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. It has many cons, such as the big one is the poor and bad car sounds, the exclusive cars locked, the textures of the interiors and cockpits of the cars are poor, the textures and details of the cockpits are better seen in the previous games Forza Horizon 2 and Forza Horizon 3. AI is cheater and abrupt, the fact that some new cars are locked on online game modes, emotes and clothes. This game already bored me. I only come back every week to make the playlist to unlock new cars for something the tedious and stressful system of unlocking new cars was implemented. I enjoyed just cruise around the map, but it's already boring at least every week when you win new cars. Callum Kang, no indicators. They need to think about Farming Simulator 16 controls. Devin Wilkes says, Steve the Pirate doesn't play with me. Smiley face. Serious note, there's no good one long drag strip without a weird corner or turn. I'm not a drag racer. I don't care about the drag strips. I'm sorry. But if you do want me to play with you, send me a message through Discord or on Twitter and I will do my best to set up a session, or if you set up a session and invite me, I'll do what I can and get over, not a problem. Vita-san, nothing to do. There's plenty to do on a Thursday. Spiny Planet servers, don't get me started, the servers in this game are horrendous. Jamie Coyle says, game crashes an hour after playing most times, seems unstable, possible memory leak. Shio Tama, I'm really sorry if I got your name wrong. Car sound, the online race, some thinks that's okay to ramp each other. It's the poison. There are some really bad poisonous players out there. The fine tunes from other tuner don't let you see how the cars look like with it, so even my Lambo have a good tunes. I don't like it if it have a big wang. And also, I don't know if I only get this problem, but my league point rank doesn't increase even if I win. Annoying. Ultimate G Money 2020 NASCAR dude says servers. Yeah, I've already gone through the servers. I don't think the servers are an issue. It's how they're set up. Rob Belton says inability to gift cars. Lack of cars from Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. The rubbish Forza Hub linking, that means I get no points. Simon Ayers, winter PR events, drifting trial event, and we can't get the Ford Capri FE. Aaron Galvin, no realism when you drift with all the cars. David Thompson, rewinds too far or doesn't rewind at all. Enrique Aguila, the fact that I don't get any credit for playing the game on Forza Hub. It's a known issue, submit a ticket, more tickets will get it noticed and hopefully they will fix it soon. And every time I submit a ticket they tell me it's a known problem, yep, and the bastards still haven't fixed it in 6 months. Okay, WTF. If I was that bad at my job, I wouldn't have a job, but I still log on every day to play. David Carolla says, no Mercedes C6.3 2009, and only this is the problem. Navy Frog, no Ferrari 308 AMG C32, I've been requesting those for quite some time. Also 928, the Yamaha AMG 300, and the Mercedes-Benz 1988 560 SL. If there are any things that you hate about Forza Horizon 4 that we haven't touched on, let me know in the comments below. And on the flip side, if there are things that you love about Forza Horizon 4, let me know in the comments below. I'm Steve the Pirate, thank you so much for watching, have an awesome day, have an awesome night, I look forward to seeing you all again in the next Forza Horizon 4 video. Stay awesome.